This is what I always do when I'm in my office editing, trying to get those videos out. To help me be more productive, I like to change up my atmosphere by changing up different candle scents depending on my mood. Something fruity when I need to wake me up because I'm so tired, or a floral scent for relaxation. Have you seen my DIY candle mounts using my electric candle warmer? I love this owl. But I also love traditional candles, so I'm going to show you how to make soy candles and add a little surprise for someone special as a gift. I received this diamond candle from my sister. There is a ring inside that is worth $10 to $5,000, and I ended up with a cheapie. That's my luck, but I got to thinking, why not make my own affordable diamond candle with jewelry that I know everyone would love for any occasion and holidays, also for some lucky subscribers. So why soy candles? It's cheap and it's eco-friendly. So for the holidays this year, I'm giving out monogram necklaces because I'm so obsessed with them. I found this one on mynamenecklace.com. This would be the perfect hidden gift into my homemade candles. So what piece of jewelry? Maybe a pair of earrings or a bracelet? Or you just want to learn how to make candles, just keep watching. I took a little Ziploc bag, which you can find at a craft store, or the link is down below if you need it, and wrap it in aluminum foil. Insert your jewelry piece into your bag. Now flip the shiny part outside the aluminum foil and wrap it tightly. I made sure that the shiny side of the foil is facing out because this will reflect the heat and light from the lit candle so the jewelry and plastic bag don't melt together in the process. So this is how you would add the jewelry piece into a store-bought candle. This is for someone who doesn't have time to make it from scratch or don't feel like it. So I have one that I already made, but let's just pretend it was store-bought. So you're going to need a hair dryer or a heat gun. This will help heat the top portion of your candle and melt it down. You want to melt it down a few inches, maybe 5 to 6 tops, and just make sure it's not really close to the wax so you don't burn the wick. Add the jewelry piece that's wrapped in foil. Use a spoon, fork, or chopstick if you need to. And that is how it looks while it's starting to cool. It will take about 24 hours to cool completely before you can give this away. That's the quickest way. So now you're going to make soy candles from scratch using heat-safe glass like a drinking cup, a mason jar, or a candle jar, which I ordered online. Link again is down in the description box. I'm going to use my measuring scale. You can also use a measuring spoon. Also need a Pyrex cup that is heat safe because you're going to be boiling while melting your wax, or a melting pot, which is a favorite for candle makers. Soy wax is vegan friendly, so happy, and I'm going to measure out a pound. They come in different varieties. I'm going to be using the Golden brand 464 because it's easy to use, it's cheap, and it makes a great strong scent thrill throughout the room. So you're going to measure out 16 ounces or 8 full cups. This is my current favorite candle fragrance I'm using, the Love Spell Victoria's Secret inspired one, and you have to measure this out. So soy wax holds a maximum of 9 to 12% fragrance oil. To find out how many ounces, you need to multiply 16 ounces, which we measured out, times 9% in decimals, 0.09, which will equal 1.44 ounces, and that will translate to 1.44 ounces on a scale, or 3 tablespoonfuls. That's all the math you will need to make candles. Now we're going to turn up the heat to medium and boil about 1 to 2 inches of water. This will help melt the wax evenly and place your Pyrex cup inside the pot. Since I'm using a hot plate, I don't need the pot. And I'm gonna let you see how the wax actually melts. I want to make sure that this is heated evenly, so I'm constantly stirring the wax until it reaches 185 degrees with a cooking thermometer. That's the magic number to completely dissolve fragrance oil and candle dye to the soy wax. Okay, so if you want to make this pretty with color, just add a few drops of candle dye. And please do not use a crayon like my other tutorials, because with this, you're using a candle wick to light the candle, and a crayon will cause it to clog and not light up properly. So you want to add all the fragrance oils and color dye that's required and gently stir for 2 to 3 minutes constantly. When to pour is at 100 to 125 degrees Fahrenheit. Why is that? Because this will help bind to the container nicely. Now you want to decide what candle wick to use. I'm using the LX22. You're probably thinking, what the heck? But it's basically candle wicks comes in different sizes and types to completely melt the wax in the container depending on the diameter of the container for the right wick thickness. This is easy. All you have to do to know what wick to get is to click on the guide in the info box down below by selecting the type of wax to make candles with and what size container you plan to use. The proper wick gives your candle better burn with a further scent throw in a room and also reduce black soot buildup. As the wax cools down to 100 to 125 degrees Fahrenheit, it's time to pour. I like to pour this slowly to prevent air bubbles in my container and just to make sure that it goes in smoothly. Since the jar is really tall, I can't curl the wick with one stick. I need 2 bamboo skewers. You can also use a clothespin or even a wick holder if you want to get all fancy. Notice that the color starts to change to a light pink. That's when you know that it's cooling down and it's starting to solidify. This is when I added my jewelry piece right against the candle container wall. Make sure to avoid touching the candle wick in the center because it can affect the lighting when you light the candle up, and you want to reheat the wax that's left over. So I filled it all the way up to the top. I let this cool at least 24 hours at room temperature. Before I light any candle, make sure to cut it a 1/4 inch to minimize soot and uneven burning. At last, all you have to do is label them. Write that there is a gift inside so your truly friends or family know that there's something inside. And I'm using these Avery template labels that explains how to print and design your labels. I'm calling it Bling Me Candle. Light it up to find your gift.